Hello, this is the Captain Paxo, and this is going to be a little talk about the meta. Now, right off the bat, it won't be a meta rant along the lines of you should use like non-meta weapons because, you know, more variety, you get better, yada yada yada. This is just a little curiosity that I had, and I thought, hey, some people might be interested in this. So, it's in reference to a little bit of psychology, you know. Pretty much what we're going to do is we're going to replace the term meta with social norms. And when it comes to social norms, there are three types of people. There you have your conformists, your anti-conformists, and your non-conformists. Non-conformists and anti-conformists, they sound like they're going to be the same, but they're completely different. So let's start off with conformists. Conformists are the people who see the social norms, or the meta, and they follow it. So, you know, the soul level 120 meta, the no healing in 1v1 situations, bowing, whatever, dark sword. They see that and they go, oh, that's what everybody else is using, well, that's what everybody else is doing, it must be good, so let's do that as well. Right? Fairly simple, you know? You got your non-conformists, who are people who, it doesn't matter what the social norms are or what the meta is, they're still going to use the same things. You know, it's like it doesn't matter if the meta is soul level 120 or like the meta or the social norms is don't heal in 1v1 situations. They're gonna not do that, or they might do it, they might not do it. It doesn't matter if those are the social norms. They're gonna do whatever they want. You know, like the dark sword. The dark sword is a meta, you know, or was a meta before it got nerfed. But you got your people who it doesn't matter if everybody else used it or not. They were going to use it anyway because it was really, really strong. Or it was like, you know, you found it boring because you don't like straight swords, so you used something else, like a great hammer or something like that, you know? Doesn't matter. You're going to use your own stuff anyway. Now, that's not to be confused with the anti-conformist. A lot of anti-conformists think they're non-conformists, but the thing you have to realize about non-conformists is that they don't. It doesn't matter if there's a social norm or not. They're going to do what they're going to do. Anti-conformists rely on social norms just as much as conformists do. It's just they do the opposite of the social norms. They'll be like, oh, you know, soul level 120, I'm not going to go to that because that's what everybody else is doing. Oh, dark sword, everybody's using dark sword, I'm going to use something different because I don't want to be a part of that group. You know? That's what an anti-conformist is. And you can usually tell these kinds of people because they'll comment on YouTube videos on with people who use meta weapons like the Karthus curved sword. They'll go, oh, you're using a Karthus curved sword, that's so meta, why don't you use something like non-meta, you scrub? You know? And in reference to that, it reminds me of Damno HTML's video on the meta rant, where he was talking about how people were complaining at him for using the Karthus curved sword and the Holoslayer greatsword because they were meta weapons. But the thing is like the people in the comments, they're anti-conformists, and they were accusing Damno HTML of being a conformist, when in actuality he was playing the Japanese version before we were playing the English version, and he was using those weapons before they got popular. So it doesn't matter if they were going to get popular or not, he would still use them because they're his favourite type of weapon. So in actuality, he's a non-conformist, and the people in the comments were just anti-conformists, priding themselves on being like, oh, look at me, I don't use meta weapons. Yes, but you need there to be meta weapons for you to not use the meta weapons. You see what I mean? Like, they can't do the opposite of the meta if there is no meta. There needs to be a meta for the anti-conformist, to do the opposite. That's what I mean when I say they rely on the social norms just as much as conformists do. it's just it was just really interesting to me, since I took psychology A level. We learnt about social norms and how people interact with them, and it's just really interesting to be able to apply a lot of psychology to Dark Souls, because there's a ton of it. And I don't know, I might apply more of it in the future. For now, I'm gonna continue doing whatever I want, like doing this blessed build. It's been quite a lot of fun. But yeah, like I said, you can generally tell, like, the anti-conformists. You can usually tell, well, it's hard to tell the conformists, because, well, the thing is with Dark Souls is, like, you might not be using the weapon because everybody else is using it. You might just be using the weapon because it's good. You know, that's the case with Damno HML using the Caster's Curved Sword. You know, it's the best curved sword in the game. So he's going to use it because he likes curved swords. You know? It's not that he's going to use it because it's meta, he's using it because it's good. And it's meta because it's good, if that makes sense. So it's hard to see the conformists in Dark Souls, and not so much the non-conformists, unless they're using a meta, because then it's like, are they conforming to the meta, or are they doing it just because they were going to do that anyway? It's really, really hard to tell. And even, like, people will... They won't admit to being a conformist or an anti-conformist, because there's negative connotations. You don't want to be the guy who follows what everybody does, but the matter of the fact is, there's a little bit of us that is conformist, non-conformist, and anti-conformist. We are all of them combined. Like, there's a part of me that wants to use the Dark Sword because it's an interesting weapon, but there's also a part of me that doesn't want to use the Dark Sword because everybody else has, even though I'm using a variety of weapons because I just want to experiment with weapons. But that's pretty much the end of the video, so thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.